welcome. Today I'm going to be unboxing Everdell Pearlbrook, the collector's edition. This is the last expansion that I haven't looked at yet. Played yet. But hopefully they'll make more expansions of Everdell, because Everdell is the coolest game ever. This is my favorite game. Everdell is my most favorite game thus far. So, anyways, this was actually the second expansion, or should I say the first expansion that came out after they made Everdell, but ended up being my last one I got. Only just because I was able to find Belfair at a store, and they didn't have the collector's edition at the store, so... Anyways, let's take a look and see what's in this box. Now, of course, I opened it up already just to, obviously, get the wrapping, or at least sort of off the cards to make it easier. So that's something to note. Here's our rule book. I don't know how to play this expansion yet, but I'm sure I will soon. I picked up the other ones pretty easily. So, I've already played Spirecrest twice. So, and liked that one a lot. So, anyways, that's cool. Here's our another catalog for Starling Games. And we have assembly instructions. So there are little miniatures that you're going to have to assemble. Well, not as big as the Evertree, but there's quite a few of them. And these assembly, the stuff that you're going to be putting together, this was only for the collector's edition, from what I understand. The retail version did not have all of this extra stuff. It might have had one open sign or something like that, but it didn't have a whole bunch of extra things that you could put together. So this is something, I think, that was only supposed to be for the collector's edition. And obviously, here's our new board, since they all seem to come with boards, obviously. Let's see. If I remember correctly, this goes on the right side of the main board, I think. Or maybe it goes on the left side, I'm not sure. Probably goes on the left side, because then that way everything is, obviously, so you can read it. So that's cool. So we got a new board, new miniatures to put together, tokens even. Then we have a couple of extra things here as well. So, and a couple of new destinations you can go to. 4 of them, in fact. So that's cool. Alright. Then we have the frogs. The frog ambassadors. Everybody's going to get a frog ambassador to play with, and here they all are. Here's our frog ambassadors. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the miniatures. There we go. Let's see what we got for miniatures. Alright. This is the Azultal. So that's cool. I might play with that one once in a while, because I think they're pretty cool, interesting animals. The Azultals. Especially how they're spelled, for that matter. So that's one of the workers that we get with this expansion. Let's see, let's get another one. This is a Starling. Well, which I guess makes sense, because, this is a Starling game. So I guess it would make sense that they would add the animal of, the name of the actual company, and etc., etc. So that's pretty cool. We have Starlings now. And let's see. Here's the platypus. Yep. Duckbill platypus. Platypus. So that's cool. Did you guys know that platypuses are the one of only 2 mammals that can lay eggs? Yep, one of only 2. Also lives in Tasmania. Same thing with the other one, the echidna. That also lives in Tasmania, and that one also is the other one that lays eggs. So that's what's really fascinating. And they're even poisonous. Platypus even have poison that they can inject into you via their feet. So don't let them stab you with their feet, because they're poisonous. But pretty cool, platypus. So those are some of the workers. Then obviously, here's the last one. Now, if you got the retail version, this is the only worker you would have gotten, which is why they're separated in the bags. But we'll put them all together anyways. So here's the otter. And so this is the worker you would get if you were just getting the retail version. You would just get the otters. So that's cool. We got otters now as well. So 4 new animal workers, and now I have all of the animal workers, except for the rats, obviously. Then we have the oysters, or no, sorry, the pearls. So here we have the pearls. After all, it is Pearlbrook, so you can't have a game called Pearlbrook without some pearls. And so this is something new to collect, for sure. And we also have a scoreboard here, too. Yes, a scoreboard. Now, the other score pad. Now, the other expansions had score pads. And so, now you can easily keep track of the points that you get for the player. Obviously, you put the name of the player up here, and then the amount of points you got for cards, the amount of points you got for the prosperity cards, the amount of points you got for events, the amount of points for the journey, the amount of points of how many point tokens you actually got, and then you get points for pearls, points for wonders, and points for adornments. So just a nice, awesome way of keeping track, and they're double-sided, so we'll get a lot of use out of this score pad. We'll have this score pad for quite a while. But we'll probably have to someday, obviously, not anytime soon, but we'll have to someday make a copy of this, so that way we can have, the score pad forever, because I'm going to love having this score pad. It's going to make it a whole lot easier to keep track of my score. So, that's going to be cool. And then we've got the cards. So, here we have some new cards, and they're construction cards. So, something new to add to the stack of cards. We have a whole bunch of new cards to add. That's really cool. Now, the other expansions had these extra cards, new critters and new construction cards to add. So we'll go over those in a minute. We'll take a look at those in a minute, because we still have some more cards in small format to check out. Now, let's see if I can open these. Yep, I can. They're a lot easier to open, so that's nice. Okay, that's one of them. There's another stack of cards in here, so let's open those too. Alright, that's all of that. Alright, oh, and that's another thing. Take a look at that. It's hard to see, but it's for all our miniature stuff that we'll be putting together. We can put them in here, so they'll stack nicely in the box. So that's really cool that they did that. So you don't have to constantly, put them together again. Put Humpty Dumpty together again. Alright, so let's take a look at the cards. Let's see what we've got. The compass. And I don't know what all these do, so, you may reactivate two tan travelers in your city. Oh, so that's really cool. I get that. Totally get that. Okay, awesome. And it's worth 1 point for each tan traveler in your city. That's really, really cool. I like that a lot. 10 traveler abilities were a one-time use and ability, and this compass is going to let you activate 2 of them in your city again. That is amazing. That is awesome. I love that. That is cool. Okay, and then we have the Gilded Book. And it looks like in order to get these, you have to spend a pearl as well. And this one is gain resources equal to the cost of any blue governance in your city. Huh. That's interesting. And then 1 point for each blue governance in your city. Huh. Gain resources equal to the cost of any. So it's basically letting you get the resources for the cost of any blue governance. How about maybe the judge, for instance, or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Then we have the hourglass. And like I said, I'm not really going to go over all these. We'll save that for another video. We're just going to show you the cards. Tiara. The sundial. Ooh, nice. Up to 3 green production in your city. That's cool. That one's awesome. Sundial. Key to the city. The bell. The mask. And we have a new special event. You need the lookout and the minor mole for this one. So we have a new special event as well. But that's not all we have. We have some other smaller cards as well. So we have the mirror and the scales and the spyglass and the sea glass amulet. And then we have some more special events here. Obviously, these are for the new cards. So that's cool. I won't go over them because I want to go over the new cards anyway. So we'll just quickly go through these. And, ooh, we have some new forest locations as well. Of course. Gotta have some new forest locations. So that's cool. Get a berry, a pebble, and a card. 2 pebbles in a card. Oh, I like that one a lot. 2 pebbles. 1 resin, 1 pebble, or 4 cards. And then discard 2 meadow cards and replenish. Then draw 2 meadow cards and also gain 1. Oh, that's interesting. So you get to discard 2 meadow cards to replenish it, to draw 2 new meadow cards for yourself. Or to just draw 2 meadow cards for yourself. And then you also get a resource of your choice. So that's kind of cool. I like that one. But I think I like the 2 pebbles one the best. Okay, so let's take a look at our new construction and critter cards. So here we have the bridge, and apparently it works with the messenger, the critter that goes with it. So we have a couple of bridges. That's a blue governance. We have the ferry here, and it looks like the fairy ferret goes with the ferry. So we have a couple of those red destination spots, a few of them actually. We have a new grain production card called the Harbor, and it looks like, well, we'll go over that critter later. So we have the Harbor, and we have the pirate ship, and now here we have the critters. So we have the messenger, and it's a new 10 traveler card, and obviously it's a basilisk, or a Jesus Christ lizard. So that's cool, because they can actually run on water. That's really cool for a short distance. So I'm going to like that card a lot, especially since it's a lizard. So we have a few of those. And then here we have the fairy ferret. So that's cool. Another new grain production card. We have a new purple prosperity card, the shipwright. And it's a critter. So that's cool. Don't know what adornments are, but apparently there are adornments now in this game. Then we have the pirate. Obviously that goes with the pirate ship. And that's a Tan Traveler card. Ooh, we got some more new judges. That's cool. So they added the judge again. So we got another new judge to the game. Actually, 2 of them. So they added 2 new judges. Cool. Very cool. And then we have some other type of card. I'm not sure what these are, but we have some new cards here. This one is Bosley the Artist. And then we have Christina the Constable. And then we have Illuminer the Inventor. It's an eel. Then we have Snout the Explorer, which is an Azulto, obviously. Then we have Omicron the Elder. And Gus the Gardener. And Watermill. So we have a location as well. An observatory. And ballroom. And market. And gardens. And Great Hall. And that's it, folks. That's everything that's in this expansion of Pearlbrook, which is quite a lot. I think this expansion has more stuff in it than any other expansion. I mean, we have a new thing here that's sort of like a new resource almost, and we have a whole bunch of cards that, if you ask me, remind me of Spirecrest because they're different, you know. And then we have a whole bunch of other new little cards like the Mirror and stuff like that, and Spyglass. And then, of course, we get a whole bunch of new critters and construction cards to add to the deck. So that's really cool. Gotta love that. So that's awesome. I'm gonna love this expansion a lot. And we even get a score pad with this expansion. A score pad. That's awesome. That is awesome. So I am glad I saved this one for last, because there's more stuff in this expansion than there was in Belfair. And there was in Spirecrest, for that matter. So that's really cool. Well, thank you guys for watching the unboxing video of Everdell Pearlbrook. See you guys next time.